Here now exclusively, Pastor Rhyen Glezman, brother of Chasten Buttigieg. Rhyen, thank you for being here. My first question is, has your family ever had an issue with your brother and his husband, his lifestyle?
Well, before I answer, Laura, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to come on here. It's a privilege and an honor to be on such a great show. But to answer your question, absolutely not. That is just, it couldn't be further from the truth. There has absolutely never been any amount of shunning him from the family. I love my brother dearly. I want the best for him. I want the best for Pete. And this story, this narrative of the family shunning him from the family just couldn't be further from the truth.
Well, why would he make this up?
The way I see it, Laura, is in such a competitive, a very large Democratic field of candidates, you need to have a story. And, you know, I'm not going to cut down a mayor's role. I think a mayor's role is very important. But at the end of the day, if you only have the mayor role and you're going to the highest office in the country, you need to have a different story. And unfortunately, we became victim to that, our family, of having this rags to riches story be brought up about my brother's childhood in the past to gain political points in the polls, is the way I see it.
Now, I'm sensitive to this issue of family coming out and commenting on other family members. I mean, why don't you just pick up the phone and talk to either Pete or you know, your brother-in-law? Why come on this show? I mean, we're glad you're on the show, but I don't understand, why don't you just pick up the phone?
To be honest with you, I didn't sign up for this. The only reason I'm here is for the truth to prevail. If it was that easy, that would have already been done. These communications and that would already have been done if that was as easy as it could be.
When's the last time you spoke?
The last time we spoke was at my grandma's funeral in Traverse City, Michigan. Was the last time.
When was that?
That'd be coming up on a year ago.
So would you describe yourself as a close family? I mean, you haven't spoken in a year?
To be honest, our family dynamics has been rocky for 9 to 10 years. When I became a born-again believer in Jesus Christ, the family dynamic dramatically shifted. If there was any shunning, to be honest with you, just to share the truth, that would be myself being shunned over my brother.
Well, does he feel unaccepted, or does he feel, you know, upset that you don't, you know, validate his choices? I mean, he is who he is at this point. So, does he feel bad? I mean, I don't want to do family dynamic psychoanalysis here, or and I'm not a doctor, and I'm playing one on TV. But it seems to me that you all should just get together and talk. To me, that seems like the better thing. But you seem to be saying that Pete Buttigieg, Mayor Buttigieg, is selling this story, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, for political reasons.
Well, like I said, in a crowded field, you need to get your story out there. So what better story to have this rags to riches, to make it look like he came from a mayor of a Midwestern town going for the presidency. His husband, who supposedly, according to the Washington Post, had been shunned from the family, had been kicked out of the family, who supposedly was homeless, which we have no memory of that ever happening.
Well, you're saying he was never homeless?
To my memory, there's absolutely no recollection of him being homeless. There's no shunning. There's absolutely no. My family
is anything that he said true? More. Is anything that he said true about your family dynamic, from your opinion?
And from my opinion, absolutely not. Everything in that article was spun in a way to make a rags to riches story. For this political game.
All right, we got to go, Rhyen. But for whom are you voting, if you don't mind? Would you vote for Mayor Pete?
Trump in 2020.
Okay, well, maybe people are going to say your comments are political then. I can see that story written. Your comments are political. I mean, either side is going to say they're political, but we appreciate your coming on tonight. And I think you should pick up the phone and have a cup of coffee. All right, you take care. And what were Hillary